Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bairstow's Basics. You are joining us at the IPL edition of Bairstow's Basics. So a year ago, Jonny and I were in Hyderabad. Jonny was playing for the Sunrisers. So we've decided to do a Indian IPL / British recipe today. So we are going to do masala beans on toast. Talk a little bit about Jonny's first season in the IPL while we're here, because there's only the two of us this week. Jockeys. What we're going to do is Jonny's going to cook this one, and I'm going to talk through what we're going to do. Jonny, if you would like to start, let's talk about Sunrisers Hyderabad. How was it last year?
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, for a few years, I kind of wanted to have the opportunity to go, to then get picked to play in it. For Sunrisers, who had done really well over the last few years, was amazing.
The night before the first game, you still weren't even sure if you were going to be playing, and we were like, "What do you mean not playing? We've just flown to India to watch you play," and you were nervous about not even being picked.
Yeah, the experience of going and playing against the best in the world over in India, like you said, you were able to come out. My sister came out to spend time with you guys over there, experiencing the atmosphere. I know the stories that you've got from when you went to visit the local market.
Yeah, mate.
And when you opened the Lucky Cat, you are using some of the pots that you actually bought from the market.
The masala pots from there. We bought 100 kilos of stainless steel from Hyderabad. We brought back in the suitcases. So definitely worthwhile trip for more than one reason. Start cooking your version. So you've got masala paste, like curry paste that you just buy from the shop. So you just need 2 tablespoons of that into a pan of oil. Just going to basically start cooking that out a little bit. And then you're going to get like a beautiful aroma going around the kitchen. Your house is going to smell extremely aromatic. Just basically cook it out for about 5 minutes, gently simmering. And what beans have you got?
I've got Heinz baked beans.
Oh, the classic.
And I've got some Italian chopped tomatoes. Davide would be very, very happy.
Davide would be extremely happy. I've just got kidney beans and chickpeas. So one of the things that we talk about is batch cookery. So it's very, very important, especially for the home cook, to do batch cookery. So the more you make it once, the more times you can use it. So you can just freeze this down. So while that's cooking, shall we talk about Hyderabadi biryani and what effect that has on the cricketer the night before and the night after?
Yeah, I think it definitely had an interesting effect on me. As we know, you came out with one of your good friends, Suk, and you wanted to go and experience the Hyderabadi biryani. So we went to a lovely restaurant. It was very nice, and I completely left the decision, shall we say, on the menu to yourselves. Needless to say, that wasn't exactly the best idea the night before a game, as I wasn't very well. So when we then went for lunch the next day, I actually left lunch, didn't I? I wasn't feeling well at all. So it was actually the lunch that we played RCB in that evening, and fortunately enough, I ended up going and scoring 100 that day. And yeah, it was amazing. The atmosphere was amazing.
Jonny waited the whole time. We missed the whole beer hour, but what a time to miss the beer hour, because it was incredible seeing like one of your best friends score 100, realizing kind of like career dreams, career ambitions, and being there. You know, like it was a super hot day. It was just an amazing time. It was super, super, super amazing time.
It was definitely something that I'll never ever forget.
Perfect. So just chuck in the tomatoes and chuck in the beans, and then we're just going to bring it up to the boil.
With the sauce?
Yeah, with everything.
From a supporter's point of view, like someone that obviously loves his cricket, someone that has watched the IPL on telly, what was your experiences of India, going and visiting the markets, going and visiting and watching the cricket just as a whole?
You always see the IPL as kind of like thousands of people, stadiums packed. I mean, there was the day when you scored 100, it was like, 50 degrees or 49 degrees. But it's also, what I really liked about it was the kind of respect they had for the home players. Even though Virat was playing for Bangalore, he was still like the hero, and they still like respect him even though he's playing for the other team. It wasn't like that kind of weird tribal stuff you get with football, where it's like, he's our England football captain and we love him, but when he plays for Tottenham, we hate him. It's like a very weird thing. Like the cricket community, I think, is a lot more supportive of the national team and stuff like that. But it's also really good to see all the English boys out there. I think when we were out there, Stokes was playing, Josh was playing, you were playing, Jofra was playing, and that was just the 2 games we saw. So it was like a massive English contingent over there, which is excellent. But yeah, I mean, like again, Hyderabad, amazing place, modern in some ways because I think they've got all that tech companies and stuff over there, and then just like going to the stainless steel markets and the kitchen shops and.
This is coming along nicely here.
Yeah, perfect. Just keep it like turn it on down to like medium, so it's just bubbling away. We're gonna do over easy egg. Over easy egg is basically a pan fried sunny side up egg. The last minute, just turn it over, so a little bit more. I don't know, a bit kind of more texture. I really like an over easy egg. So basically, just heat your pan up. With a little bit of oil. Always a tip is to crack your egg into a glass first.
When are you planning on putting the toast in?
We can do that at the last minute. This one is a sunflower seed and oregano today.
Who's best at making bread?
Oof, I wouldn't want to say me, but could be me. Jockey and me kind of started off the movement within the group, and we've kind of got into it, and now we've got the 1-star chefs doing it, the 3-star chefs doing it. So now it's a serious competition once the 3-star and the 1-star boys get involved. So eggs are in. I've got a little bit of labna to go on top, which is completely off piece, but I just had it in the fridge. But if you haven't got that, yogurt's perfect. Just put a little bit of that yogurt on top and that'll kind of cool it down for them if it's too spicy. Got the eggs coming up like that. I'm just going to cook it a little bit longer before we turn it. Because if you turn it too early, it just basically breaks and then you don't want that. So I'll put the toast in now. Another little trick, if you can, is to when you're doing eggs, is always have a plate with a bit kitchen paper and just put the eggs onto that, and it will just take away the extra oil.
Oh, my egg's gone.
Who? It's gone.
My egg.
It's broken.
Yeah.
So it should be a nice colour on one side. Flip it over, nicely turn it over.
They look lovely.
I'm still running in the middle, but without being too kind of like loose. So I've got enough beans for about 25 years. Right, so I've got my toast, nicely toasted.
That is fresh bread right there.
Chuck on my beans. So a nice ladle of beans on top. That egg's gonna go on top there.
Any tips on flipping an egg?
Try and use the edge of the pan. So the pan's got like a curvature up the side. Just put the spatula in under the egg and just gently toss it over.
Woohoo!
Just go commit to it.
It's not under it. We're over.
There you go, that's it. See? Right, I think I'm ready. So I'm just gonna. So that is masala beans, an over easy egg on toast, and then I've got a little bit of yogurt on top there just to temper it down a little bit. And I just finished off with a little bit of olive oil, and then it's a big moment coming up.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
There we go. Look at that. There you go.
Woohoo! Right, bit of pepper.
Yeah, beautiful. That is good. That is perfect. Look at that over easy egg. Nice colour on both sides. Spot on. Right, ladies. That was Bairstow's Basics, the IPL edition. Masala beans on toast with an over easy egg.
Absolutely. Send your versions of them in. Let us see how you do. And yeah, hopefully see you next week.
Get it sent in.